guys, it's Tony and Sandra back for another episode of Twins Talk Tubi. And we are in a new month. We're in the month of May, and that means a new theme. So, the theme for this month is Killer Kids. So, the movies we're watching have kids who kill or evil kids in the
Yeah.
movie. So, the movie that we are reviewing today is called Hive. And this is a brand new movie on Tubi, came out this year, 2026. It's a Tubi original. And the synopsis is as follows. An anxious teenager who loses the child she's babysitting must brave a sinister force hiding in plain sight among the children of a playground. And as always, we're going to start off with our first time reaction of the movie, and we'll go on a count of three. One, two, three.
I thought this movie was really good.
Okay, so it was definitely a strange, weird movie. Unusual. It was but it was an original premise,
Yeah.
which I thought was cool. And the I love the act. I thought the acting was great. I thought the characters were great. I thought the setting was great. The cinematography, everything.
Yeah.
Very well made, very well shot movie. And I thought I thought it was a cool premise, different again, like I said, but cool premise.
Mhm.
And just like kind of what the synopsis says, it was a force, this sinister force in plain sight. So it was basically essentially like a monster that you couldn't really see but was there like
Yeah.
the whole time. I liked how it was moving.
Yeah.
So essentially, the monster or the creature or the entity thing, I don't even know what to call it,
Yeah.
was inhabiting a playground
Like
mostly, but um other
it
areas
was
too
other areas in the like the
in the
town like
town,
more.
in the because it was in that gated community type.
Yeah.
So it was at first you really didn't realize or couldn't tell what it was, and that but I did like that towards in the middle of the movie you started to see the characters actually, well, some were kind of attacked or taken by
Yeah.
the entity, and then there was one character that was the kind of a hero or trying to save his sister and went into the belly of the beast, so to speak, and
But yeah.
you can see you could they showed you what was happening. Al- Although it could still be confusing to some.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I 100% understood it, but I got it. I got it for
Yeah.
the most part, what it was. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be something like a bigger I don't know, idea or um I didn't know if we were supposed to interpret it as something as simple as it was. Get that?
I definitely think there was an
Like an underlying
um,
theme, right?
yes.
That's what I want to say.
Yes.
Underlying theme. One thing that my mind went to was talking about how parents aren't able to, spend as much time with their kids as they should. Leaving them with nannies, leaving them with babysitters,
Right.
leaving them with others while they, whatever it is, if they have to work or they want to do their own thing and things like
Right.
that. And the kids being so or not watched as much
Yeah.
like a parent would watch you
Yeah.
or and then maybe this entity was able to like feed off of that, and that's how he was able to kind of grab kids and
Mhm.
or bring kids into its kind of sinister reality, right? That's the one thing that I went to. I don't know if it was a different, if the director was wanted it to be interpreted in a different way, but that's what I thought about. But outside of that, as a movie as a whole, if you're just watching it and not kind of if it's just as a escape kind of thing and just watching it, I thought
Yeah.
it was pretty fun and it was cool to see the different the monster and the different characters and how everyone interacted with each other and with the monster and the possessed kind of the kids and the parents
Yeah.
and
It
stuff,
was like they were the monster was like infecting them
infecting them.
and
Yes.
infecting them, but then to possessing too. That makes sense too because
I
it
like
was making
infecting more
them
than
do things.
possessing. So yeah.
Well, I think it was both because if you think about it, all the scenes where you see the kids with like the nasty little scars and things and like, you know, it's because this thing was like infecting them, like
Yeah.
getting, whatever. But it did that to essentially possess them to do things for it. Because the whole movie was pretty
Yeah.
much it was doing this so they can so the monster could eat the adults. And it wasn't just the adults because it wasn't like a bunch of parents and stuff. It was like the nannies and the gardeners and the stuff. And who are
Yeah.
those people? So that's another underlying theme that they had in that
That's
movie
true.
too.
That's
That's
true.
what I got from that too. So, and I also liked that the all the stuff started happening right away.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it wasn't like a long kind of drawn out like first half of the movie where it's a lot of talking and like you see things on the side but nothing's really happening yet until like the middle or toward the end. It was like right from the opening, like right before the like
Yeah.
when they show the movie name, something happened. And it wasn't long after that other things like started happening too. So like they got right into it and I don't feel like any part of the movie dragged. I thought
Yeah.
the parts where it was like pretty much just talking, it wasn't like unnecessary talking. It was like uh, there was a maid in the community that has been there forever and like she kind of knows what's going on. And like in the middle she was explaining to the brother of the babysitter, um this is what's happening and this is what this thing is doing. And so it was like useful talking. It wasn't just like,
And I also
like filler.
and I also got liked and got the impression that the adults that were there already in the community in that gated community, um, like for instance, like you said, the maid, she knew something was happening and going on there, but also the mother of the girl,
Yeah.
I don't want to, I'm not sure if I should say she knew what was happening, but I feel like something had already happened to her, or maybe she was there long enough to to know that
Yeah.
because so later on in the movie we find out that they can subdue, kill, whatever you want to call the creature and subdue the possessed kids parents with sugar, candy, soda, like sweets. And early on in the movie, when the babysitter arrived at the house where she was babysitting, the mother specifically said, "Do not give her any sweets,
Right.
especially
Because it gives
candy,
her a
or because
bellyache
it
and
gets
stuff.
it." So the mother knew, like, if she has that, she's gonna turn like she's gonna get like possessed or infected or
Infected.
somehow. So she already knew something
Yeah.
like this. This has been happening or it happened before once, and she knew. And
Well,
that's
and
why
they
she
also,
she
and
said
she
that.
also, and
And
she,
probably got the babysitter to come because she wanted to have her fed to the. I thought about that too.
I can see that, but what I was gonna say is that they also, it wasn't really blatant, but it was also. you can also see that this little girl has had other babysitters before, and she even said like, "Are you gonna be like my last one?" And she just left. She just left me. And it's like, so this is not the first, this is not the second, or
No,
probably even fifth or sixth person. Like she just needs someone to watch her daughter.
she's not.
But
She
I think
didn't
that's
leave.
some
She didn't. They didn't leave. They're in the tunnels,
right, right. They're in the belly of the beast.
in
I
the
like
belly
that.
of the beast.
Yeah. So that does play to the point that you said about that the mother or the parents there kind of know a little bit of what's going on. Because at some point I feel like they get a little bit of that control, like they get controlled too, because
Yeah,
she at some point she seemed to be attacking them
yeah,
too, like, uh kind of showing like she's protecting her daughter, but the daughter's trying to, obviously
right,
do bad things. But
right.
so that they do infect the parents in some way. Not as much as the kids, but still, it's, again, I thought it was everything you said was well done, well written, well acted. I thought it was a very good story and a good theme, a plot. It was different, it was original, and I thought they did a really good job with it.
Yeah. So, guys, really good new movie on Tubi. Check it out. And we'll be back with another episode next week of Twin Talk Tubi. But until then, make sure you're following us here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you're following us on all our socials, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok. We have a Twin Talk Tubi videos every week right here on our YouTube channel. And also make sure you also watch and like our Horror Flick Chicks podcast videos. They're also here on our YouTube channel as well as several audio platforms. So check those out as well. We'll be back. We'll be back next week again. And until then, we're signing off. Bye.
Bye.